Thank you. Dear investors, media, partners, and staff, good morning. I'm Richard Zhu, Chief Engineer of Hybrid System. It's a great pleasure to be here with all of you in Melbourne. Australia's got some seriously diverse driving conditions, from highways and autoback roads to mountain ranges such as Bell O'Clock Hill, Salmon Desert, and the slowly sloping of Alpine National Park. That diversity is that drives so many oceans off-road enthusiasts to chase that sense of freedom and adventure. At GWM, we see safety as the absolute foundation of off-road driving. Different terrains call for different vehicle capabilities, and getting that match right for the environment is key. To back that up, GWM has developed a systematic off-road grinding standard, one that let users enjoy off-road driving as a player, not a gamble. Our in-house off-road standard spans 4 dimensions, and 20 performance categories, and 70 key indicators. Geometry. The first thing, obstacle clearance, widening depth, and suspension travel. Powertrain, that's crew ratio, torque distribution, and sustainable power. And the next is driving validation. How well it adapts to terrain, and how easy it is to handle. Safety and reliability, covering chassis strength, structure integrity, and off-road specific features. Let's get to know about it through a video.
Off-roading is an exciting and challenging activity, and of course everyone has their own unique idea of adventure. The many off-road scenarios in Australia require vehicles with genuine off-road performance capability. In mountain terrains, vehicles must navigate steep slopes, rough ground, ruts, and other obstacles. This is where torque multiplication and low-range crawl capabilities enable GWM vehicles to maintain speed, balancing high torque output and stability. On steep climbs, the vehicle's centre of gravity moves rearwards, requiring more drive force on the rear wheels. With frequent surface changes, intelligent torque vectoring is essential to prevent loss of traction and wheel spin and maintain absolute control. Driving on sand requires momentum, which tests the vehicle's maximum usable power and ability to minimize power decay. Soft terrain requires consideration of the ground pressure ratio. A lower pressure ratio between the tires and the ground helps prevent sinking into the sand. The same applies to mud, which can cause the wheels to slip and increase driving resistance. In these scenarios, effective recovery requires sustained low speed and high power output. Other key parameters like approach and departure angles, ground clearance, ramp travel index, and dynamic ground clearance all have a significant impact on off-road performance. Many off-road scenarios present us with complex road and surface conditions, requiring all-round vehicle capability. This demands a more comprehensive design focus. For example, in a river crossing, wading depth must consider the combined height of still and surging water. Additional features to enhance off-road safety and convenience include GWM's intelligent all-terrain systems, 360-degree transparent chassis view, and crawl mode. Ease of repair is also a key consideration in the design process of all GWM off-road vehicles. When exploring Australia, you are likely to encounter a broad range of conditions, from city streets to highways and even extreme off-road conditions. With its expertise and experience, GWM offers 4 grades of Hi4 technology for both urban and off-road scenarios, so you can select the perfect vehicle for your needs.
GWM, go with more.
Okay, very exciting. Let me clarify. It doesn't rank the vehicles as good or bad. It ranks each vehicle and the powertrain on their sustainability for different scenarios. Diving down into each grid starting from the top, Yeah, super off-road, think military-grade vehicles built for the toughest and harshest environment. Then strong off-road, all-terrain capabilities with body-on-frame design, mechanical four-wheel drive, and up to 3 differential locks. That's where our tank series and column series equipped with Hi4 seats. General off-road, partial off-road capabilities, well suited for desert and shallow mud, outstanding performance on paved road. Take our high tank Hi4Z, for example. Urban SUV, built for city commuting, but with enough capabilities for light outdoor use. The H6 Hi4 is a prime example there. Different usage scenarios demand distinct vehicle capabilities, and that is why GWM has simplified this into an intuitive grinding system spanning everything from urban commutes to off-road adventures. This design empowers users to select the exact right system tailored for their specific needs. As our executive team has emphasized, GWM is a global technology company that has established a multi-pathway technology approach in the new energy domain. We are fully committed to advancing a multi-energy strategy spanning HEVs, PHEVs, BEVs, and FCEVs, all to meet users' expectations and achieve carbon reduction targets. We position our technology as a tailored solution to address diverse needs across both on-road and off-road scenarios. Safety remains the non-negotiable cornerstone of Hi4 technology, a commitment that drives us to develop a range of Hi4 system variants tailored to diverse the application requirements. From your local boat ramp up to outback tracks, the Hi4 family ensures you are prepared no matter where the road takes you. As you see, Hi4 is a hybrid architecture designed for strong off-road performance. It's equipped with high-power engines and 9-speed hybrid transmission, integrated with a 120 kilowatt motor and differential locks on center, front, and rear axle, plus a large capacity of battery up to 37 kilowatt hour. Under high output conditions, the engine and the motor team up. The motor responds in just 30 milliseconds for quicker and more powerful delivery. Now let's watch your video about Hi4.
The Hi4 is equipped with our 3rd generation all-terrain control system, which offers up to 12 selectable modes, including 4L, rock, snow, mud, sand, and more. The Hi4 is equipped with a large capacity battery that can provide an external discharge power and support continuous discharge for up to 7 hours. In urban driving conditions, the EV mode delivers lower energy consumption and improves driving experience. Even in CS mode, a 30% reduction in fuel consumption can be achieved compared to ICE mode.
GWM, go with more.
The reason behind the Hi4T's capability lies in its transfer case, which amplifies torque by 2.6 times. Coupled with the first gear ratio of 21.7, the total gear ratio reaches 57.2 times. On steep, complex terrain, engaging 4L mode delivering maximum wheel torque of more than 24,000 Newton meters, ensuring continuous low speed and high torque output. Mechanical four-wheel drive plus triple differential locks guarantees all-wheel speed synchronization, low wheel spin, no slippage. Even if only one wheel maintains the traction, the system can deliver 100% of torque. Deep stick mud can completely cover the wheels and create huge resistance. Hi4T's control system keeps thermal load low, even above 45 centigrade degrees, enabling continuous torque at a low speed, avoiding getting stuck. On comparison of the decoupled system, the motor will get heat protection easily at the high temperature environment with the bad mud recovery. When we drive in long distance, even with the low battery, then Hi4T keeps 90% of its peak performance. By comparison, series hybrid system drops nearly 40% when the charge is low. So for hardcore off-road enthusiasts, we engineered our Hi4T to counter every terrain: snow, mud, sand, mountains, including Bear Clock Hill in Queensland, being the first PHEV to make it up with nothing, just a set of tires. So it performs as well as traditional diesel engines while adding more benefits like V2L functions and daily EV drivings. To balance off-road performance with urban efficiency, we create our Hi4Z, a system that meets both rugged and everyday driving needs. Let's watch an introduction video of Hi4Z.
GWM, go with more.
Let's take the Hi4Z characters here. So the Hi4Z delivering maximum power of 635 kilowatts. And the maximum torque is 1,195 Newton meters. From 0 to 100 kph in just 4.6 seconds. And we also have 200 kilometers EV range and more than 1,000 kilometers combined the petrol. So Hi4Z achieves ultra-long EV range, ultra-fast charging, ultra-low energy consumption, and super performance. It's designed preliminarily for efficient commuting, but still delivering AWD capability for real-world needs, towing, wide roads, unpaved paths, and exhibitional acceleration. The H6 is equipped with the second generation of Hi4. Hi4 system engineered for the scalability across medium and large urban vehicles. It includes a 1.5-liter turbo petrol engine and 4-speed electromechanical coupling units, 80 kilowatt front motor and 150 kilowatt rear motor, and 90 kilowatt hours battery in-house developed for a combined of total 268 kilowatt and 760 Newton meters torque. So we can achieve from the 0 to 100% 100 kph in just 4.8 seconds. Meanwhile, we developed a vehicle control system and engine management system. This improves driving performance and handling while keeping energy use low across most scenarios. Hi4 blends its 3 main power units into 9 working models. It switches to the best mode automatically for whatever you are driving through. So let's watch another video about Hi4 Gen 2.
The Hi4 distributes power to both the front and rear axles, with a 50-50 front to rear axle load distribution, significantly enhancing acceleration performance. Rear axle decoupling mechanism features a rapid response, capable of disconnecting within 0.1 seconds. Dual axle energy recovery enhances energy recovery efficiency and safety.
GWM, go with more.
Thinking about the user scenarios of urban SUVs. For stop and go conditions in urban areas or no-speed uphill sections, EV drive can be adapted to achieve higher system efficiency. When the state of charge is low, the system can switch to serious mode automatically, where the engine generates electricity to support pure electric drive. During high-speed cruising or even high-speed uphill driving, you need both efficiency and power for smooth conventional driving. We pair it with a smaller speed ratio, so the engine runs in its most efficient range. It also shortens the power transmission chain. Another gain of the efficiency. The intensity of energy recovery can also be adjusted according to the demand for braking deceleration, using either dual single axle recovery or dual axle recovery. Hi4 Gen 2 got an all-new hybrid specific engine. We upgraded it across the board. The combustion system Miller cycle, low pressure EGR, cylinder head integrated exhaust manifold, intake and exhaust system with the VVT, thermal management system, engine friction reduction technologies. With the best tech available today, it hints at optimal engineering thermal efficiency of 41.5%. And its smart operating point control means the engine always runs in its most efficient range. So we make the Hi4 more intelligent. The 4-speed electromechanical coupling unit is not only for acceleration, but also keeps the engine efficiency more stable on the power when they need power most. When you are accelerating fast at high speed or climbing slopes, the multi-gear design and tuned ratios keeps the engine direct drive point in the high efficiency range. Single-gear series parallel setups cannot achieve that. Their fixed ratio pushes the engine out of the time efficiency range, so overall efficiency will drop. Our Hi4 hybrid architecture also adapts better to changes in vehicle load and road resistance. Take 120 kilometers per hour on a 3% loop, for example. The Hi4 Gen 2 hints 38.2 the overall efficiency from the tank to the wheel. That's 2.6 higher than the single gear setups, and cuts fuel use 7.3%. It handles the Lullaby's long track with low stress, and the combined fuel electric range over 1,000 kilometers. Our in-house developed software enhances the capability of Hi4 Gen 2. It keeps the battery SOC reserved even when you drive about 100 kilometers per hour up to 10% slopes like road rushes such as in the Great Alpine Road. One more innovation I want to share here is our patent about when you drive in stop-and-go city traffic, the powerful engine delivers the torque to the front axle, while another clutch sends engine torque to the P2 motors to generate electricity. That powers the rear axle motor, so you can get low-speed four-wheel drive for extra safety without battery output. So Hi4 Gen 2 needs the power in its strongest acceleration in its class. In the takeoff, from 0 to 6 kph in just 3 minutes, more than enough to get moving while the traffic lights are still flashing. It also excels the 0 to 100 kph acceleration and the 8 kph to 120 kph overtakes. How do we achieve that? We have increased the wheel end torque and reduced the torque response time of the engine and the motor. It has our self-developed torque vectoring control system, plus traction control and active torque distribution. These benefits torque, this shaft torque between the front and the rear axle dynamically, so it uses all the road grip to hit the maximum acceleration of 0.8 g. At the same time, we narrowed the gear ratio steps and improved clutch control of Hi4 Gen 2. Now we shorten the shift time by 40% using the dual clutch sleep control. Even more, when shifting gears, longitudinal acceleration fluctuates 70% less, a big improvement. So the shifting, accelerating, and slowing down feel way smoother. Hi4 Gen 2 has the ITVC system. It makes the vehicle more stable to handle. It uses tail road friction information and lateral acceleration data to set torque distribution. That means stability on low grip surface like wet road or slow road, agility on high grip surface like dry highways. When starting on the low grip surface, it adjusts the front rear axle torque based on the tail slip, so you don't spin out. That boosts both launch power and safety. Benefiting from the improved system efficiency and the optimized control strategy, the comprehensive driving range exceeds 1,000 kilometers, making the cross of Great Desert Track more confident. For the battery safety, we have the totally protection. First is the safety of cell design. The second is the structural safety of the battery package. And the last is the structural protection from the entire vehicle. Beyond this design, the onboard battery package has passed 18 functional tests and 58 reliable tests, and 10 safety tests. They even aced seven several tests in extreme environment time overlap scenarios. So Hi4 Gen 2 is the architecture is the best PHEV solution out there, no matter the speed for all scenarios for urban SUV. We've set engineering target to lead the pack in economy, energy management, performance, drivability, handling, and safety. Also, we are using GWM's global validation system, which we carried out nearly 1,200 types of vehicle tests and 2,573 types of system tests on Hi4. Totally, we've already delivered nearly 1 million Hi4 systems worldwide. So the H6 PHEV is just the beginning for Australia, with more Hi4 models on the way. Go with more. Thank you, everyone.
GWM. Go with more.